What a difference a day makes. What a difference a day make. We got some things to discuss. Um, if you guys were here yesterday, this is pretty much going to be a continuation of yesterday. So let's just get right into it. I'm Weapon X. This is the Voice of the Eagles show, and like always, God bless those Philadelphia Eagles. But enough of that. Let's talk about it. All right, so Jalen Carter and Darius Slade, they're out versus the Jets. Now, yesterday I went live and I pretty much, you know, I took a big crap on the Jets because the Jets are the Jets and they never beat us. And I was frustrated with just, the comments of Robert Saleh, the New York Jets head coach, regarding some comments, pretty much sounding like there's a bounty on Jalen Hurts. And I've been covering the whole bounty thing since last year. So, and there's a history with Robert Saleh and the Jets and stuff like that. So, I'm fired up about whooping on the Jets, right? So, this game really should be a blowout until I found out that Jalen Carter and Darius Slay would be out. Now, when I went live yesterday, there's reports that he wasn't at practice. Cool, it's Jalen Carter, right? He'll be fine. But now they're saying he's missing the first game, and my reaction was, sit everybody, sit everybody. It's the Jets. It's the Jets. This is a bye week for us. But now, right, I'm beginning to, because it's any given Sunday, right? Except for next Sunday against the Jets. We've never lost to the Jets. But I do want to reel it back a bit and assess some of these injuries, okay? So let's start with Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter has been absolutely dominant. He's been our defense is definitely, we're already struggling in the red zone. Right. So without Jalen Carter, Darius Slade's out as well. And our secondary has been depleted. Oh my God. We're gonna look at the injuries and we're gonna look at all the injuries leading up to now. Okay. The Jets' only chance to win. And we're gonna talk about the trade deadline expectations. So with Jalen Carter being out, man, when you have a Jalen Carter and a Jordan Davis, when you have these two guys together, they're buddies in college. I'm gonna get to the comments, guys. Just bear with me. They were on an elite defense in college, a historic defense in college, a defense that may never be seen again in college history, right? They went from that to becoming teammates. They're feeding off of each other. Man, it's brilliant. The chemistry there with those two guys, they're feeding off each other. They're sending play. Their disruption is just so contagious because Jalen Carter disrupts the play, and now you have Jordan Davis right there to clean it up. And Jordan Davis came out and actually spoke about it. And you have Jordan Davis being disruptive. Now Jalen Carter is eating and vice versa. But these two guys together, it's huge, right? And now I was extremely confident about the Philadelphia Eagles because against the Jets, their strongest ability to run the ball, right? They have a Brees Hall he's been on a tear. He's averaging seven yards a carry. I like Brees Hall. I'm not gonna lie. He's a really, really, really good running back. Now we don't have Jalen Carter, and that's going to hurt our defense. Period. We're the number one run defense in the NFL. That's going to hurt our defense to some degree. We're the number one run defense in the NFL, and that's because Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is the best player on the team, on the defense. He's the most impactful player on the team for sure. I can debate anybody about that right now, whenever I could. I'm always prepared for that, and I'll stand on that. Jalen Carter, he's the most impactful player on the team. Look how close he is to the ball. I mean, he's just being disruptive. You can't really, it's hard, you can't game plan against him because he's going to make plays. Even if you say, hey, let's double him every play. He's destroying double teams just as fast as he's destroying single one-on-one situations. So what, you gonna try to put three people on him? You can't. Impossible. So everybody's feeding off of Jalen Carter. Anybody, I mean, then you got Jordan Davis. He's feeding off of it. He looks 10 times better, probably because of Jalen. The whole, I don't look. We're gonna look. This is a bad time to not have Jalen Carter. I'll be honest. As much as I was really I was digging in on the Jets my last live stream because they were talking. They're the head coach. They talking spicy. You want to talk spicy? I can talk spicy too. But I still stand on this should be used as a bye week for the Philadelphia Eagles. This is like a bye week, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to stand on that. But not having Jalen Carter is crucial. Now, when you add into the fact we don't have Darius Slay as well, and bro, our DBs are horrible. Our secondary has been horrible. Okay, our secondary has been absolutely horrible. The secondary has been riddled with injuries. So when you look at Darius Slay and you look at just the injuries in general, I'm surprised. I'm shocked this team is not. How are we 5-0 with some of the injuries? And let's go through the injury history of the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's start with August 19th, 2023. August 19th, Sean Bradley, a linebacker, a great depth piece. He was injured. He out for the season with an Achilles. This was before the season started. So from there, he's already out for the season, right? Special teams guy, he'll be great for special teams. From there, we have Avonte Maddox. Avonte Maddox out for the season with a pec. Okay, so and Avonte Maddox is highly regarded on the defense. He's without a doubt a top. In my opinion, he's the best. He's the best slot corner in the NFL when healthy. But these last 2 or 3 years has been treacherous for him, and he's a key piece to our defense, right? So that was a huge blow. That was a huge blow, to say the least. So now we have from the span of August 19th to September 29th. We've already lost Sean Bradley and Avonte Maddox. They're out. Okay, they're out for the season. Cam Jurgens goes down October 7th with a foot. I don't even know his status right now. I don't know if he's playing or not. But come on, man. On a week that we play Aaron Donald, the injuries are, they're alarming. You look at Monday, October 9th, and these guys have missed games. These are the guys that have missed games. Sidney Brown, he's out with a hamstring. He was limited in practice. He's questionable now for the Jets, but he missed a couple games already. Well, he missed a game already as a rookie. So I mean they're starting to. What's the defensive tackle? The third string defensive tackle. He's limited. He's missed the game after getting a sack. So these are guys that we're seeing contributions from. We've seen Sidney Brown with a huge stop. I mean, he negated a touchdown for Tampa Bay. You know, against Mike Evans, a perennial Hall of Fame wide receiver. So that's huge, you know, and he got injured on that play, if I'm not mistaken, during that game. So he's been out of game. Uh After Mario I can't pronounce his name, after he was injured after he got a key sack against the Buccaneers. N'Kobe Dean has been out for about a month with a foot. So I mean the injuries, Quez Watkins has been injured the whole entire season. Quez Watkins, he's been injured. He's been dealing with a bad hamstring. You came back, and now, okay, now your hamstring's bothering you again, Quez. Come on, bro. What's going on with you, Quez? Uh, it may be time to trade him. I'll be honest. Then Justin Evans, he's an injury-prone guy, so he was injured as well. Well, he missed games. All of these guys are missing games. Now you have Darius Slay and Jalen Carter missing a game. We are definitely banged up for sure. Injuries have been. I mean, the injury bug has been for this Philadelphia Eagles team. The injury bug has been brutal. It's crucial. You know, you have guys that I mean are already out for the season. Multiple guys out for the season. Um, it's brutal. I'll get to the comments here really soon. But the Jets, the Jets' chance of winning, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. But they do have a shot. They do have a shot. The Jets' only chance at winning against the Philadelphia Eagles, it's going to boil down to the red zone. Who's going to be more efficient scoring in the red zone and who's going to be there more. Okay, that's going to be the key to me. Is getting in the red zone and scoring. That's going to be huge. You have to get in the red zone and you have to score. But other than that, I mean, the Jets, they have a great running game as far as they have a great running back. Okay, and that's it. Offensively, I'll be honest with you. The quarterback stinks. With they have some pieces on the outside. They have Garrett Wilson, obviously. So they have a guy that he's a dog. Okay, he was just rookie of the year. He's one of the best receivers. If he had a quarterback, he would be looking like at least a top 15 guy. You know, and the receivers there, it's a lot of receivers in the NFL. So for him to be in that range, I think is credit to him. But the New York Jets, that's their only. They don't have a lot of chances if they really want to win this football game. Honestly, they only have um, and I mean Zach Wilson, the quarterback, is complete. The quarterback sucks. So not much you can really do. I'll get into the comments. Look, I'm gonna read all the comments here in a second. But the Jets, they don't have a chance. Now we can look into some stats, right? If you look at the stats suggest this is my key to the victory for the teams. Okay. The Jets, they're third as far as red zone defense. It's hard to score on them in the red zone. 31.25, 31% chance of scoring on them. Right. The Philadelphia Eagles in the red zone. They stink. They're 42%. Right? So it doesn't look it looks like the Philadelphia Eagles are going to have trouble scoring in the red zone. So they're going to have to take some shots deep or hit some big. They're gonna the Philadelphia Eagles may need impact plays because when we get in that red zone, we struggle. And it just so happened the Jets are really good in the red zone defensively. Um, so it's all about the Philadelphia Eagles, putting up points in the red zone. I mean, that's been the biggest problem with the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's be honest here, right? And now you go up against a Jets team. They're really good in the red zone. So this is a great test for the Philadelphia Eagles. They'll have to score in the red zone because the Jets defense, they're lights out in the red zone. You're not going to score on them. So this is a great test for the Philadelphia Eagles. And now when you look at some of the guys that they're missing, that makes this game that much more intriguing. Because without Jalen Carter, our defense, Jalen Carter transforms our whole defense. Okay. And now you also have Darius Slay out. So man, whoa. These are huge, big time players right here with Jalen Carter and Darius Slay. They're huge. They're core pieces. I mean, come on, Jalen Carter, he's leading the team in sacks as a rookie. Darius Slay's Darius Slay, despite being, he gets some of, it's questionable sometimes with his play, right? But for overall, I like the guy. I like him as a player. He's going to compete. He's older, but he's still going to make his plays. Okay, so he's a veteran. Without these two guys, that makes this game way more competitive. I mean, they're out. That makes this game way more competitive. I'm going to get into all the comments. I see them piling up. We're going to get into all the comments. It's just I'm gonna read them right now. They're piling up. I'm gonna get into all of them, but overall, I'm still confident in this game. I mean, I'm still confident in this game. I said in my last live stream that this should be a bye week for the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay? This should be a bye week. Okay? This should be a bye week. I still feel the same as I felt last week. Okay? This is a bye week. The Jets is a bye week. They're the Jets. They still suck. Okay? They still trash. You got trash remarks from the head coach. You got, come on, man. They've always been trash. We've never lost to them. We've never lost to them. So without Jalen Carter and Darius Slay, we should still beat them. Okay. I still feel the same as my last live stream. It's a bye week. It's a bye week. We've never lost to the Jets. And they're talking crap. Come on, man. Look, we can really beat you by a zillion if we wanted to. We can beat you by a zillion. And you want to talk crap? You want to talk crap? It's not even the players. It's the head coach. Now, I have to go back and see what some more guys said, but it's really just the players. It's really just the head coach. The players, I don't know if they said anything yet. I doubt it, but it's the head coach for the Jets, Robert Saleh. Like, come on, man. You don't talk crap to the Philadelphia Eagles team. You seen what happened when the 49ers did it. We knocked out their quarterback. I wouldn't do that, right? Uh, Fletcher Cox already came out and said something. So yeah, it's going to be one of those games to where it may get bad, and I still feel like I'm fine with guys resting. Rest the starters, like Jalen Carter and Darius Slay both being out against the Jets. This is a bye week, man. This is how bad the Jets are. Jalen Carter. So somehow Jalen Carter just injured his ankle in practice Wednesday, Thursday. Well, Thursday. Okay, yesterday he injured his. Come on, man. Come on, man. I heard about it on my live stream, and I'm like, okay, I didn't think much of it. Man, there you did. This is a bye week. This is a bye week. This is a bye week. Who else needs some time off? Um, Jalen Carter. Jalen Hurts. You want to take the week off too? Jalen Hurts ain't taking a week off. This is a bye week. That's how bad the Jets are. That's how bad the Jets are. That's how bad the Jets are. They're that bad. The Jets are so bad that we can rest some of the starters, man. You got any little minor injuries or minor bruises? Okay, let's rest you. Okay, this is a bye week for sure. It's the Jets, bro. Uh, but I mean, they do have a chance of actually winning this game. Like I said, the Philadelphia Eagles are 27 offensively as far as scoring in the red zone. If you can't score in the red zone, it's going to be tough scoring. Simple as that. And if we look at the Jets, they have the third best defense stopping, opposing teams from scoring. So I think they have they can't even really get it out and say that they have a shot, but that's their only chance, okay? And maybe if you can run the ball, play time of possession, and yeah, man, you can do whatever that's your only shot, Jets. Other than that, it's not happening. Um, Trade expectations. I'll finish it off with some of the trade expectations. The Philadelphia Eagles, the trade deadline is coming up. So there are guys I feel as though the Philadelphia Eagles would be good with trading, but I'll let you guys, we can talk about that in the comment section. And I'm going to get right into the comments. So I'm gonna read every comment, and we're just gonna pretty much I want to see how you guys feel. Um, I'll pull it up on the stream. Myron says, "Yo, what's the word, bro? Uh, would be nice to see Carter and Williams to both play since they both tough. It would be nice. That would be nice. To see. Yeah, it would be nice to see both of them play. Beer Mag says we might lose because of the two big people we have lost. I don't think we're gonna lose. I don't think we're gonna lose. Allen says no. Carter sucks. He's so fun to watch. Yeah, man. I want to watch him play. If more than anything, I'm robbed of a game. To see Jalen Carter, but it's a long season. Let the kid get some rest, I guess, if he's feeling banged up. You know. Uh, Our secondary is for real sad. Our secondary we're depleted. I went over some of the injuries as well. We have so many injuries. We have so many injuries, and a lot of it has been in the secondary. Bro, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's horrible. I mean, we lost Avonte Maddox as soon as the season started. We lost Avonte Maddox. Right? I mean, like, come on, man. He's a definitely a core piece. Um, our secondary is real sad. Vinny says, I know, man. Vinny says we should have let Slay go, to be honest. He hasn't looked good. Whoa. Don't get me wrong. I was a big Slay. I was really like I was huge on evaluating Darius Slay. But you have to understand he's an older guy. And he Man, it's when you have a number one defensive, when you have a true number one cornerback, he makes plays at the end of the day. If I look at his time in Philadelphia, I would say overall it's been a success. It's a lot of good receivers out here, and these corners have a really hard job. He's scored touchdowns, he's had interceptions, he's made big plays. I mean, you look at the Justin Jefferson game. He, he tore Justin Jefferson a new. So, um, I like Darius Slay, man. I'll give him some credit because it's hard being the number one, corner on the team. I'm just happy we have one. Honestly, Carter being out is tough, man. It is. Myron also says, "Look at his hands, dog. He's him. He's a beast, bro. He's a dog. Our defense is terrible. Our defense isn't terrible. We're the number one. We're number one in stopping a run. So Slay doesn't look good because teams aren't throwing on him, so you don't see him as much. It's not even that. He doesn't look good because you see him playing so far off when, teams do target him. He's playing 10 yards off the ball and they're just getting like quick slants or easy completions. So with the scheme, he kind of keeps everything in front of him. So I mean, at times it does look a little. Just watching, some of the clips and things, it's hard to watch sometimes because you're looking at a guy who's just giving up easy completions, but that's a part of the scheme. No, Slay has been getting cooked, Bradbury as well this year. Yeah, man, everybody looks terrible. The entire secondary looks bad. The entire secondary looks bad. Okay, it does. It looks bad. Easily, Darius Slay. Darius Slay has been, yeah, facts, man. He's been bad. He's been bad. He has been. They all have been struggling. I would say that the entire defense has been struggling. The entire defense has been struggling. Our defense is terrible. So it doesn't look good because teams aren't throwing. Okay, I read that one. Um, cut Maddox. Okay, wait. I'm not trying to be too hard on our secondary. Honestly, I'm really not. I'm trying to be neutral because I know they're in a new defense. And honestly, it's a new scheme. And I would prefer us to having troubles, in the pass game. I would prefer that more than to be struggling stopping the run. Because if you can't stop the run, teams are just going to run the ball. They're going to look more physical, and and they're gonna control the clock. So I'm happy we're number one. We have a number one defense, when it comes to stopping the run. So us having struggling to stop the pass, it's been brutal at times, honestly. But I think we have the pieces to figure it out. It's a new defense. Cut Maddox 100%. Trey Maddox, yo, Trey Maddox. Way too injury prone. This is now 2 consecutive season-ending injuries. Okay, Maddox. Let's all right. Okay. Avonte Maddox, right? Here's the thing with Avonte Maddox. Avonte Maddox, when healthy, Avonte Maddox is a number one. He's let's see. I cannot name a slot that's better than Avonte Maddox in the NFL when Avonte Maddox has been healthy. Not right now. When Avonte Maddox was healthy, who was the better? Who was better than him? Okay, who was better than him? Nobody in the NFL. Probably one or two guys. Debatable, if that. So the two, okay, all right. So last year he was fighting through injuries. He had surgery, and he just continues to come back from these surgeries. Honestly, he comes back too early from injuries or surgeries, and you compensate for a certain injury, and now when you compensate, you're putting so much pressure on the other body parts to kind of compensate for one injury. You wind up injuring something else, and he never really tried to stay healthy. It's like he'll try to come back and play, and he just needs a whole year to recover, and give him time to fully recover from the surgeries and stuff like that. And I think Avonte Maddox will come back, and he could be a huge piece because we're struggling without him. Right. So here's the thing with Avonte Maddox. He's the key to our entire defense. I promise you, if we had a Avonte Maddox right now with Jalen Carter, we'll have a healthy Avonte Maddox. We will have the best defense in the NFL by far. It's just Avonte Maddox has not been healthy. And you see it. We've seen it last year. He tried to come back in the Super Bowl, and bro, come on, Vontae. You wasn't a shell of yourself then. I think this guy just needs. I'm huge. I'm big on Avonte Maddox. So after if he gives himself this whole year to rehab, I think he'll come back, and he'll be perfectly fine, and he will regain he'll show the world because we paid him. We paid Avonte Maddox. We've already paid him. We paid him early, just like we paid Josh Sweat early because we knew that they had the potential to be really good. So we paid him early, and right now the investment isn't looking too good because of the injuries. But don't rush yourself back, Avonte. Come back healthy, and I think we'll see that he's even for the ones who may doubt him. I promise you right now, if we had Avonte Maddox right now, he'll be locking down everything in the slot. The outside, you got two solid outside guys, and you got a rush. No one is even with as far as the safeties. It'll be hard to really try to attack the safeties right now with this defense. So Duel was a core piece to the team. Um, and it sucks. Come on, a toe? He had a toe last year. Yeah, I feel real strongly about Avonte Maddox, man. I'll put it like that. Quez is gone. Quez is done. Quez is done. Quez is over with. Put a fork in him. Right now, this is your contract. This is like his contract year. You're out with a hamstring, bro. Man, I don't know what's wrong with Quez. I think he's done. He's done. Quez is done. He's he's over. It's over with for Quez. The Quez experience is over with. Hurts will have another 300-yard game. Uh, that's your take. That's your take. He could have. Jalen Hurts has been on a roll. Jalen Hurts has been on a roll. So possibly, um, I could see it happening. The last two games he had over 300 yards. So that's fair. That's fair to think. Cox has been playing good, so we good. Yeah, but Fletcher Cox is coming off of an injury with his back, or he had to get an epidural in his back to numb like back pains or something. So Fletcher Cox, he's an older guy. He's having back problems. Do I mean, a full game out there? Can he eat still? Maybe we have a great team. We have a great team around him, and defense, the D line of the front seven, they all feed off each other. So you see Jalen Carter with 2 sacks last game, playing a full game. If I'm not mistaken, I have to look at the percentages of how long he's on the field. But Fletcher Cox playing a full game, do I think he'll produce as much? He's been having a great year, so maybe there'll be no drop off. But again, missing Jalen Carter hurts. Missing Jalen Carter hurts. The Eagles are resting Slayton Carter for the Miami game. Yeah, bro. You look. I already said this in my last live stream. The Jets are a bye week. They're a bye week. I don't care what anybody say. At the end, but I'll give the Jets credit, right? And I usually don't take a crap on other teams, but I'm only doing it because I'm still fired up about Robert Saleh, the Jets head coach, and some of the things he had to say, right, about Jalen Hurts and about Jalen Hurts specifically and some of the history behind that. So I'm fired up. So I'm gonna talk my talk, and I still, I believe it's a bye week, and this confirms it with the injuries. This confirms it. Come on now, like Jalen Carter, he just mysteriously had an injury Thursday with an ankle. Come on, man. He just mysteriously has an injury with an ankle. And now Darius say he hasn't played all week with a knee in practice. So I mean he's been, but I mean it was just maybe he did injure his ankle in practice. With these injury reports, I take everything with a grain of salt, honestly. So I mean it's the Jets. When I initially heard about it, right before I went live, there was reports he didn't practice his injury. Cool, boom. Later that night, as I'm live streaming, people are coming in like, "Hey, have you heard about Jalen Carter? Jalen Carter, Jalen Carter." I'm in the middle of a live stream. Yes, I heard about it. I don't think it's serious. I'm like, it's the Jets. And the reports are, he'll be out this week, but it's not nothing serious. He should be played in that. Come on, man. They resting these boys. We resting against the Jets, man. We resting against the Jets. They do have a chance at winning, but it's slight. It's minimal. It's minuscule. Okay? It's minute. It's small. Okay? The Jets are a bye week. They're a bye week. The Jets are a bye week. Okay? I'm being respectful. I'm gonna respectfully say this. The Jets are a bye week, okay? The Jets are a bye week. The Jets are a bye week. Okay. I said this in my last live stream. I'm gonna say it now. We've never lost to them. The Jets, they're a bye week. Okay. We got Jalen Carter out, Darius Slay's out. Jalen Carter, you just hurt your ankle last week. How severe was that? I mean, yesterday you hurt your ankle. Was it really that severe? Come on, man. Say a bye week. We never lost to them. They suck. Zach Wilson is he's averaging not even 200 passing yards a game. Zach Wilson is the worst quarterback in the NFL. Come on, man. Rest some key guys if they're feeling banged up. Simple. Simple. Okay. Let's finish these comments. Let's finish these comments off. Okay, let's get back into the comments. Well, yeah, Fletcher Cox has been playing pretty well for sure. That's because of Jalen Carter. The Eagles are resting Slayton Carter for the Miami game next week. They got me fired up. Trash O-line, trash quarterback. It's bad combination. Yeah, man, come on. The trash QB, trash O line. You're done. You're done. Put my boy Ricks out there for sure. We got the Jets. Just got points. Wait, hold on, bro. And put my boys Ricks out there. We got the Jets just on points alone. Yeah. Oh, okay. I got you. We got them just on points alone. I mean, bro, they're bad. They're bad offensively. They're bad. The quarterback and O line, the two most important positions, they suck, and that's what we're strong at. Yeah, it's over with. Low scoring game, Eagles win though. I can see a low scoring game, Myra. I could definitely see it because I mean, unless the Philadelphia Eagles have figured out their red zone problems, if they haven't figured out the red zone problems, then yeah, it's going to be a long day. If they figure them out against a top 3 team in the red zone, oh yeah, I think it can be I think it'll be a blowout. But I don't think the Philadelphia Eagles have figured out their red zone woes. Honestly, I don't think they figured them out yet. Our defense should get home at least. I mean, Zach Wilson. I'll just pull up his stats, but I pulled them up yesterday. He's been sacked at least 14 times already in 5 games. So yeah, it's bad. Look, like someone said in the comments, I think it was Mark. The quarterback sucks, but the offensive line is horrible, right? So it's going to be a long day. 70 sacks without Carter. What you mean, 70 sacks without Carter? Yeah, we did have 70 sacks without him. While the 49ers and Dallas are looking for headlines, we're just we're just consistently winning, Jose. I got the Jets winning Sunday. Yeah, of course. Whoa. Wait, what? He said I got the Jets winning Sunday? You smoking rocks, bro. You smoking rocks. You smoking or something. Something ain't right, man. What you off right now? You Hey, you smoking some. This dude is heavily sedated off a strong um acidity. He's off some acid or something. Bro, what in the yeah, bro, you tripping. I almost was gonna ban you. I was gonna ban you, your mom, everybody. But I'm gonna I think you're under the influence of something. So I'm gonna just continue to move along. I want to see how Rashad Penny does running a rock. I mean, they don't use Rashad Penny. They don't use Rashad Penny. So I don't know. I would like to see him. Maybe I've seen him in the preseason. He didn't really look too. Look, there's something with the Philadelphia Eagles fans. It's like we get so obsessed with these third string running backs. At first, it was Trey Sermon. Like last Trey Sermon, they don't. I mean, they don't look good. I mean, we get obsessed with these backup running backs. What is it with backup running backs that fascinate y'all so much? I seen Rashad Penny in the preseason. He didn't look better than anybody that's in front of him. That I don't know, man, what it is. I mean, he has a historic yards per rush rate. When we did see him in an actual game, I think believe it was against the Patriots. He looked good, but he had a penalty that negated a huge touchdown from AJ Brown. So I mean, I don't know about the guy, man. I don't really know, bro. You're forgetting Jordan Davis. What's wrong with you, dude? What? And we get this King number 7. You can't stop running Swift. You said I'm forgetting Jordan Davis. Who's forgetting about Jordan Davis? I'm the last guy to forget about Jordan Davis. I've okay, you may have just came in here. You might be a random or some new dude, right? But Jordan Davis, he's huge for this defense. And I was under the impression before the season started that Jordan Davis was probably one of the most important players on the team if he can establish pass rush moves. I've already spoken about Jordan Davis and the tandem with both of those guys together. So I don't know if you knew, you might be a new dude, But I'm huge on Jordan Davis. He's one of my favorite players on the team. Like I don't know where you from, dog. Like you gotta chill, bro. I don't know who you. I don't even know you. Honestly, you tripping. That's how you think. If you think who's forgetting about Jordan Davis? If you think I'm forgetting about Jordan Davis, yeah, you in the wrong stream, my boy. Troy Littlejohn. What the fuck? Hi CP says our run defense is great, but the pass defense needs work for sure. Yeah, and last year was vice versa. And I'm actually more comfortable because you can't be great at everything as a team, right? So you're going to have weaknesses. I'm fine with if we get some consistent guys and a secondary, I think we'll be fine. But as long as teams are not gashing us and just being more physical than us, running the ball, which they're not, I think we have a chance to win. Passing yards are so overrated. Yeah, the stats look good, but you have to score once you get in the red zone, right? So you can throw all you want. Are you scoring? So it's not too detrimental for me. When you look at the run game now, with the run game is extremely different because you take away time you're taking away valuable time when you're consistently running the ball. And teams can't do that against us anymore. So I'm cool. I'm cool right now. I would much rather prefer us to have weaknesses passing the ball, for us having a weakness stopping the pass than stopping the run. So we can stop the run, so I'm cool with it. We'll just have to figure it out. But I'm fine with the struggles right now because I think they've mainly just been due to injuries. Hassan clutched up last week. Glad to see him getting his groove. Yeah, he's back. He has 3 sacks in the last 2 games. Right when he took the cast off. So, man, I gotta drink the water. Once drink. How long you been an Eagles fan? I've been an Eagles fan since I started watching football. And I started watching football at I was like 11, 10, 11. So I've been an Eagles fan my whole life. So, well, ever since I started watching football. So I've always been an Eagles fan. And this is back in the day. Like, it's like with McNabb and stuff like that. McNabb's from Chicago and I'm from the inner city. So yeah, I've been an Eagles fan, a lot really because of Donovan McNabb. Jalen doing great. Seeing a lot of QBs in my 40s. Oh yeah, well yeah, and you're seeing a lot of QBs, bro. Like I've seen a lot of QBs as well. So you definitely know Jalen has it. Still sleep on no team. Yeah, I've seen so many teams lose. You got us winning 27-13. 27-13. That's fair, honestly. I can see that. I can see 27-13. Or I can see like maybe 17-27. I can see 17-27. Uh, I've been wondering why aren't we giving reps to Penny and Boston Scott keeps. I mean, we just have a lot of depth, so guys aren't. This is going to when you have a team that's so talented. I mean, it's not a lot of stats to go around. So we're just deep at that position. I think that's why. God forbid, a guy, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, this guy had a concussion. He had a concussion. Boston Scott had a concussion, so he missed games. Boston Scott was another guy that was injured during the season who missed the game missed the game due to injury. Everybody's been injured. I mean, this is wild. If you look at last year, we was extremely healthy. That was definitely our year. We were extremely healthy. And now everybody's hurt. So Boston Scott's been hurt. Rashad Penny, he not performing better than the guys ahead of him, and I'll be honest. I'll just be honest. I'll be honest with you. I seen it preseason. During the season, he came and has some really solid runs. But this team just has the team is too. The team is way too. The team is extremely talented. So it's hard, man. Stats and I mean, it's a loaded team right now. We're 5-0 with a plethora of injuries, and we're still 5-0. This team is way too good, man. This team is just good, top to bottom. The roster, it's Philadelphia Eagles are a really good team, man. So some of these guys aren't gonna, get any. It's gonna be hard to get playing time, stats, reps. Yo, what's up? Don't forget about Mel Williams again. Again. I'm not you. The team is just too deep. Mel Williams is like a star. He can start right now and contribute. Every time Bill Williams gets on the field, he makes plays since he's been drafted. So it's just too much talent ahead of him. This is a talented team. It's a talented team, man. Like Mel Williams has always been a really great addition every time. Like I can go on and on. I literally can. I memorize all of the plays he's made every year since he's been in the NFL. Right? I can go back to the games and yeah, it's wild. But again, you got Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter ahead of him. Okay. So he's going to get more playing time. He's going to get more playing time because Jalen Carter is out. So he'll get to show for sure. He'll get to show what he can do. Williams been playing good this year in his rotation. Yeah, he's always done that, bro. He's always played great. He's always played great. Just hope no turf injuries. Oh, we're playing on turf. The Jets have turf. Whoa. Oh, the Jets have turf? That's wild. Man, the turf, yeah. See, but this team has already been riddled with so many injuries. So when you look at the turf causes so many injuries in itself. I done seen guys jogging. This guy from the Giants last year, he was just jogging on turf. And he just tore something, bro. I can pull it out right now. You'll be like, what the hell? Just look it up on my channel. The Giants player gets injured from walking. That was the title of it. I think it was Sterling Shepard or some guy like that from yeah, bro. The turf is wild. You look at Aaron Rodgers out for the season because of turf. Turf is deadly. I've played on turf. You have different kind of cleats, right? When you're playing on turf. So it's different. There's a different material, but when I played on turf, I'll tell you what I did, right? And that's what I would recommend to anyone, anyone that's playing on turf. This is what I would do. If I'm playing on turf, regular gym shoes. I'm playing regular gym. I'm wearing regular gym shoes if I'm playing on turf because it's just like running on carpet, right? Now they have like turf shoes with like how cleats look, and you have like the little spikes for soccer. With turf cleats, you have like little rubber, little sharp. I never enjoyed them. I never like playing on with turf cleats, so I just wore my gym shoes. I wore like probably some like beat up gym shoes, bro, that I could run in that I felt. But the turf is huge, man. I hate turf. Anytime you're playing on turf, turf should not be in the NFL. If you're talking about player safety, Myron says Weapon X said, of course, didn't realize what you talking about, bro? I noticed we got away from the run game. As soon as the run game picks up, we start to pass in the red zone. Yeah, bro, they gotta figure something out. Give Swift the ball and let him eat. Facts. I mean, they have been. We just got to score in the red zone. I don't care how we do it. I think use Goddard maybe. I wish for no injury on any team. I want the team's best. It's what makes your team better. Yeah, but injuries happen, and some people, unfortunately, they like that. These got to be bots or trolls. Yeah, bro, I don't know, man. That that ain't even going to be an issue. Too many heads on here. On life, bro. Facts, Adam. Have you spoke on Milton yet? I just got in the chat a couple minutes ago. Well, I mean, if you look at some of my first videos, I compare him to Aaron Donald. If you like go to my first videos when I was like making highlight videos and stuff, I made a highlight of Milton Williams and he was compared to Aaron Donald coming out of college with like some of his right. So I'm huge on Aaron. I'm huge on Milton Williams if I'm comparing him to Aaron Donald, right? But he just doesn't get the recognition. It's not I can do to like make him get that. But I mean, yeah, it's the team is just loaded, man. But I'm huge on Aaron Donald, on Milt Williams. See, I call him Aaron Donald. I'm huge on baby Aaron Donald. I'm huge on baby Aaron Donald. We're gonna smash the Jets. It's gonna be a blowout. Respect. So you remember good and bad times. Facts. Just gonna carry the offense 100, bro. I'm just saying, Super Bowl year, Jake Elliott made a 61-yard game-winning field goal, and this year he did he did the same thing. Man, that'll be wild. That'll be crazy. That'll be crazy. I actually remember that. It was against the Jets. And Carson Wentz said, you know what, if he makes this, I'll give him my game check. And he had to get that man his game check. I don't know if Carson Wentz actually gave Jake Elliott that game check, but bro, Jalen ankle was literally bent. He's lucky he's okay. Jalen is the best, and I'm a Bama fan, so I've been a Jalen fan. Yeah, dude, just I mean, he's built differently. Here's the thing with Jalen Hurts, right? Jalen Hurts, he's built like a power back, and he's tall. If you see Jalen Hurts in person, you wouldn't think he was as big as he is. Dude is really big, bro. Like for real, he's really big. But you just don't. And then he has all this padding on and stuff. So yeah, bro, he looks huge and he's 30, bro. He's a dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why teams are coming out saying you got to hit Jalen Hurts, yada yada yada, stuff like that. Because he's big. He's a big dude, bro. He looks like Cam Newton. If you see him in person, like, dude, I didn't know you was this tall, dog. Yeah. So he's like a running back, man, but he can throw and he's accurate and it's hard to stop him. It's hard to stop a quarterback that's built like a power back. So he is you're not, yeah, man. Cornerbacks and stuff like that, safeties, they're not gonna be able to try to hit Jalen Hurts. The linebackers and you the linebackers and the D linemen and D ends and D tackles got to get some hits on you because the cornerbacks they don't want no problems with him. He's too big. Go Birds. I predicted we were going to draft him to my pops and old lady who's a Giants fan. Really? Did you? Whoever? No way anybody predicted the Philadelphia Eagles to draft Jalen Hurts. However, I will say this: when they drafted him, I was extremely happy, and I didn't really know anything about Jalen Hurts. I just knew this: Carson Wentz is injury prone. We got a backup. I didn't know about Jalen Hurts. I didn't watch college football, so I didn't know about Jalen Hurts in Alabama. I didn't know what Jalen Hurts accomplished. I never watched anything from Jalen Hurts. I didn't know anything about him. When we drafted him in the second round, I was excited. I was excited because we have somebody when Carson Wentz get hurt. Carson Wentz is always hurt. So when we drafted another quarterback, I'm like, okay, cool. Perfect. And then I started to learn like who Jalen Hurts was, and you know what? After I would say this, after his when he initially started, when he came in for and played in the Green Bay game, right? Then he started against the Cardinals. I was in on him from what I seen as soon as he came in. I'm like, yeah, he's that guy. I'm like, oh, we done with you, Carson. It was over when as soon as Jalen Hurts, when I first watched Jalen Hurts, his first game, I'm like, yeah, it's over with. It's over. Then when he beat the Saints, I'm like, oh yeah, you're done. He's the guy. So he's been the guy ever since, and dude's just like, yeah, it's wild watching his progression, bro. That's crazy. But you've seen it. You can see Jalen Hurts, his potential, as soon as he walks on the field. Everybody starts playing better when he walked onto the field. It's like, whoa, everything seemed calm. I'm like, what the heck? Everybody started playing better out of nowhere. It's just because of him, you know. So that was crazy. But that's wild, bro. That you predicted him coming to the Philadelphia Eagles. But I can understand why. I can really understand why. No, the field goal was versus the Giants. That's what I said. I said it was versus the Giants. If I didn't say it versus the Giants, yeah, I'm pretty sure I said versus the Giants, the field goal, the 60-some yarder. Yeah, it was versus the Giants. Oh, I did, bro. I'm 47. I know how Philly does. Remember Wentz got hurt in the playoffs? Man, that was wild. But man, I'm glad we off of Wentz. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I always like Carson Wentz. Don't get me wrong. Carson Wentz, I was all in on Carson Wentz. And man, yeah, I was all in on Carson. I mean, I was all in on Carson. He looked like a legit. You look at that Super Bowl year. Dude looked like he was in a franchise. He showed that, yeah, he was that guy. He's the best quarterback in the NFL at that time. So y'all don't got no hate on Carson. You know, I ain't got no hate on Carson. On my mom's, who I lost 2 years ago, damn, I just felt he was good. That's crazy, bro. That's wild. But I can't really. Again, for those who follow football, every content creator was like, it was unbelievable, right? So I watched everybody reactions and how everybody felt about the Philadelphia Eagles or Jalen Hurts and drafting him. Nobody liked the pick. So, and that's kind of damning. You know, that is damaging, bro. Like, you know, at the time when I seen it, I wasn't creating content at the time. I just started creating content last season. So, though initially it was perfect. It was perfect. Well, we have a back. We have someone if Carson Wentz get hurt, and once I see his first game when he played against the Packers, I'm like, oh no, he's the guy. I don't want to see nothing else from Carson Wentz. I seen the whole team start performing better. Like I'm like, yeah, he's it. Then the Saints game, he beat a top 5 defense. Then the Cardinals game, I'm like, whoa. The Cardinals game, I'm like, you look electric, bro. So yeah. So I don't know, man. I'm happy we got. I'm happy we got him. Why was Devontae Smith mad last game? I'm assuming because he had no targets and catches and yards. Yeah, I mean, pretty much he didn't get targeted because their defense focused him to try and stop. He got his targets afterwards, after whatever he was going through, right? He started getting his targets afterwards, but it was bad. It was bad timing because Jalen Hurts targeted Devontae Smith in the red zone for a touchdown. And it was a great play by the defensive back. The ball was perfect. The defensive back just had his hand there. So it was a great call, but you have Quez Watkins wide open, right? So when things like that happen, it's like you're forcing it to these guys. You're not playing with them. You guys aren't playing within a system. They're not playing within the system. The system would already dictate who you call a play. If you wanted to get to Devontae Smith, he's going to be open for it. Right there, he wasn't. So it's all about. It really boils down to play calling, the scheme, but they're forcing it. They're forcing it now. Just throw it to me. The team's that good to where they could just play backyard football, where like Jalen Hurts scrambles, you just throw the ball up and somebody makes a play. That's how good this team is, but I don't want, that isn't sustainable, especially when you get to playoffs and championship football. So I would like to see play calling improve to put guys in a position to make plays. But yeah, I'm off, man. It's just wild. I want everything to be functioning in harmony to where you don't see guys trying to force things. You know what I'm saying? When you force things, that's when bad things happen. Honest. When you start forcing stuff. Uh, but yeah, that's your stream. I still feel as though the Philadelphia Eagles win this game. I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles should not. This shouldn't really. The team really shouldn't struggle against them, if you ask me. The Philadelphia Eagles really shouldn't struggle, but Jalen Carter is out. Darius Slay is out versus the Jets. So that's a bit alarming, but I still feel like this is a preseason type of a vibe, right? If you want to rest against the Jets, let most of the guys rest, right? This game shouldn't be that close. All right, the injury bug. There's been tons of injuries to the Philadelphia Eagles, and the fact that we're 5-0, that's crazy. Okay, we have multiple guys out for the season. So many guys have missed games already, to where we're shuffling, trying to figure things out. And to be number one defense and force fumbles, and number one defense at stopping the run, and to be 5-0 is pretty outstanding, to say the least. Eagles trade deadline expectations. We need somebody in the secondary to help us. Hopefully, if not, I don't know if Howie even makes a move. You never know with Howie. I thought he would make a move, right before the season started. He didn't, so you never really know with him. I would like to see somebody be brought in, but since everybody's expecting it, I don't think it'll happen. That's just how he works. You never really know, but sometimes you do. He's a weird guy, right? Um, the Jets, again, it's a bye week for me. The Jets is about bye week. I think the Jets are the Jets. We've never lost to them. We've never lost to the Jets. I think we're 0 and they're 12-0. We're 12-0 against the Jets. So, and I got through all the comments. There's two more. Do you think we're gonna trade for a safety? Let's end it off there. I hope so. I hope so. We need some help. We need some help. The secondary is in shambles. So I really hope we do. I really hope we do. But if not, I'm confident in the guys we got. Oh man. I just hope we figure it out with the secondary. The secondary has actually been a headache, honestly. But you got to take the good with the bad. Everything can be good. Everything can be great. But I would like to see somebody. I would like to see a splash. It's great content for me. Great stuff to talk about. How we get it done. How we get it done. Get us a safety. Get us a safety. This is the Voice of the Eagles show. And like always, God bless those Philadelphia Eagles.